Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're diving into something really cool, something that's been making a lot of waves lately. AI and music.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence is invading the music scene, and we're going to figure out what that means for all of us music lovers. We're using this awesome article from the Musicians Institute as our guide. It's all about how AI is impacting the music industry, but we're going deeper than that. We're going to tackle the really big questions AI brings up, like, what does it even mean for music to be human anymore? And what about creativity and jobs in the music biz? All that and more coming up right now.
It's really important to get this. We're not talking about some sci-fi future here. AI is already making music.
Yeah.
And it's making really good music. Like, remember that Drake and the Weeknd song that went viral? The one everyone thought was real? That was AI.
It was mind-blowing. It sounded so real. I know a lot of people who got totally fooled.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so important. It shows us how good this tech is getting. That song was made with software called Amper Music. It uses some seriously powerful tech to analyze and create music. But get this, Amper Music isn't alone. There are others out there like AIVA, which composes classical music, and Jukebox from OpenAI. That one can create music in all sorts of styles. It can even sound like specific artists.
Wow. So how do these programs even work?
They use things like neural networks. They're complex systems, kind of like a digital brain. They learn by analyzing tons of music, picking up patterns and structures, and then they use that knowledge to create new music.
That's incredible.
It is, and it's sparking a lot of debate. Like,
Yeah.
what even is real music, and
Oh.
who gets to be called a musician?
That's deep. But it's not just about AI copying other artists, right? I mean, one of the things I find most exciting is how AI could help songwriters. Like, imagine you're working on a song and you hit a wall. You just can't come up with that next melody. Instead of struggling for hours, you could use AI to generate tons of variations in just seconds. You'd have a whole library of ideas at your fingertips.
Exactly. Think of it like a supercharged brainstorming session.
Yeah.
You give the AI your basic idea, and it gives you back a bunch of different versions, maybe with chord progressions you never thought of, or harmonies that would take forever to figure out on your own.
So it's not about replacing human creativity. It's more like giving it a boost.
Exactly.
Like having a whole team of collaborators right there in your computer.
Right.
And that could be a game changer for people who maybe don't have a lot of musical training or who have trouble getting their ideas out.
That's one of the most interesting things about this. It could make songwriting way more accessible.
It makes you wonder, how will the role of the songwriter change? Will it be less about technical skills and more about choosing and refining what the AI comes up with?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And it's something the whole industry is wrestling with. Some people see AI as a threat. Others see it as this huge opportunity, a chance to do things differently. What if AI could help us break free from all the traditional rules of music and create totally new sounds and styles?
That's mind-blowing. And it leads us to another crazy possibility, personalized music. That goes way beyond Spotify's Discover Weekly. I'm talking about music created just for you.
Right.
Music that adapts to your mood, your activity, even your biometrics.
It's like having a soundtrack for your life that's constantly changing with you.
That sounds amazing, but how would it even work? How could AI use my biometrics to compose music?
Well, let's say you're wearing a smartwatch that's tracking your heart rate and stress levels. The AI could take that data and use it to create musical elements. Like if your heart rate goes up, the tempo could speed up, or the melody could get more energetic, and changes in your stress levels could change the complexity of the music.
That's wild. But I have to ask, are we heading towards a future where robots are the rock stars and human musicians are out of work?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Every time a new technology comes along, people worry about losing their jobs. And the music industry is no exception.
So are the robots really going to steal the show?
It's not that simple. AI is great at certain things, like analyzing data, generating variations, even composing in certain styles. But it doesn't have that deep understanding of music that a human composer does.
So you're saying it's not about humans versus robots.
Right.
It's more about how we can work together.
Exactly. The Musicians Institute believes that collaboration is key. They see AI as a tool to enhance human creativity, not to replace it.
It's like AI could be this amazing partner, helping us push the boundaries of music.
Exactly. And the Musicians Institute isn't alone in thinking that. There are a lot of musicians out there who are already experimenting with AI tools, using them to come up with new sounds, generate ideas, even get over writer's block.
That's so cool. But I do have to wonder, what happens if everyone starts using the same AI tools? Will all the music end up sounding the same? Like, will we lose that unique human touch?
That's a really good question. And it gets to the heart of what makes music so powerful. Can an algorithm really capture that?
Mm.
The emotions, the stories, the cultural influences that shape music.
Totally. Music is more than just notes and rhythms. It's how we connect with each other, how we express ourselves. It's hard to imagine an algorithm really understanding all of that.
And it's not just about the people making the music. It's about us, the
Mhm.
listeners. How will we connect with AI music? Will it feel the same as music made by humans?
Yeah.
Will we still crave that authenticity, that vulnerability that human artists bring?
That's such a good point. Like, remember that Drake and the Weeknd song we talked about? It sounded so real, but knowing it was made by AI, does that change how you feel about it?
It's a fascinating question, isn't it? Does knowing that an algorithm made it change our emotional response?
Mhm.
Some people might say it shouldn't matter if the music is good, if it moves you. Who cares who made it?
It's a tough one, I think, for me. Knowing that a human poured their heart and soul into a song, it just adds something special. But I'm open to being surprised by AI. Maybe someday an algorithm will make a song. That blows me away.
It's exciting, isn't it? We're in uncharted territory here. This is a brand new era in music
Yeah.
where the lines between human and machine are getting blurrier and blurrier.
It's definitely exciting. And maybe a little bit scary, too. We have no idea where this is all going.
I know.
Uh,
But it's a conversation we need to have. And not just about the music industry. This is about creativity itself.
exactly.
What does it mean to be creative? When machines can create art that's just as good as ours, what's the role of human ingenuity then?
Wow. Those are some big questions.
They are.
And I don't think there are any easy answers. But one thing's for sure, AI is making us rethink everything about art, creativity, and what it means to be human.
It's like AI is holding up a mirror, forcing us to look at ourselves and figure out what makes us unique.
And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe this is a chance to really appreciate the human element in art and to explore new ways of working together.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance where technology enhances human creativity, not overshadows it.
We need to be aware of the potential downsides of AI, but also embrace the opportunities it brings. It's about finding that sweet spot. And this isn't just a conversation for musicians or tech people.
Absolutely not.
It's a conversation for anyone who loves music, anyone who cares about creativity, anyone who wants to be part of shaping the future of music.
I could have said it better myself.
You know, it's funny. When electronic music first came out, some people thought it was the end of real music. Now look at it. It's huge. It's its own thing. Could the same thing happen with AI music? Could it become a whole new genre, something totally unique?
That's a great question. Maybe AI won't just copy what we already have. Maybe it'll create something completely new, something that pushes the boundaries of music even further.
I like that. And think about this. AI can analyze so much data. It can find patterns and connections that we might miss, so maybe it can help us discover hidden musical relationships or unlock new creative pathways.
It's definitely possible.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
And here's another thought. What if AI could create music that's specifically tailored to us? Music that evolves with our moods and experiences.
It'd be like having a musical companion, one that truly understands you.
Right.
But then it makes you wonder, what happens to those shared musical experiences? Will we still go to concerts together? Or will we all just be listening to our own personalized soundtracks?
That's where the human element comes in. Music is about bringing people together, sharing emotions, creating a sense of community. We can't forget that.
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance between the individual and the collective, between technology and human connection. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's about making them work together.
And that's why it's so important to be aware, to be informed, to ask questions about the music we're listening to, and to support the artists and the kind of music we believe in.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away?
Stay curious. Don't be afraid to explore AI music. Listen with an open mind and be part of the conversation. AI music is here, and it's up to all of us to shape its future.
I love that. The future of music is in our hands. It's something we're creating together through our choices, our preferences, and our conversations about the role of technology and art. So go out there, explore the world of AI music, and let us know what you find. We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Until then, keep listening.